Welcome to Mukesh Tech Hub. In this video, I will be discussing how exception handling can be used in the context of banking applications. Especially, I will be demonstrating how to handle exceptions when transferring funds between accounts. I will be using a Python code snippet to demonstrate how exception handling can be used to handle various scenarios where exceptions can occur during a fund transfer. For example, I will be checking if the sender's account has sufficient funds and raising a value error exception if not. I will also be checking if the receiver's account exists and raising a value error exception if it does not. By handling these exceptions gracefully, I can provide more useful error messages to the user and prevent unexpected errors from caching our program. This is especially important in the context of banking, where errors can have serious financial consequences. So sit back and relax as we dive into the world of exception handling in Python for banking applications. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more exciting content. Alright, so now let's move on to the VS Code editor and I will start coding the example so I can show you how I can handle the banking application exceptions. So let me write one class name as account. Okay. In this class, I will initialize the constructor. So if you know the basics of the construction, then you will be familiar with this one. Okay. Here I have to pass few parameter self account underscore number comma balance. Okay, let me remove this one as of this time. Okay, now let me initialize self dot account number equals to account number and self dot balance equals to balance. Okay, after that I will be writing one different thing to provide the string representation. Okay, so let me write one string str. Okay, here also what I will do, I will just pass self and I will return from this one, let's say account number. Okay, and after that let me do self dot account number comma balance. Okay, and here balance would be self dot balance. Alright, so whatever the parameters I'm getting or whatever the attributes I'm getting after initialization, I'm just returning those parameters to get a string representation. Alright, now let me write one function. Okay, instead of function calling it as a function, let me write one method. So if you are writing a block of line of code inside the class, that is called as method. Okay, let me define name as transfer underscore funds. Okay, and the parameter would be sender underscore account. All right, receiver receiver underscore account and amount. All right, now let me start one try block. Here inside the try block, first what I will do, check if sender has sufficient balance. Okay, so what I'm doing inside the try block, first I'm checking the sender which is sending the amount from his account, whether it has a sufficient balance or not. If sender underscore account dot balance less than amount, if this is the case, in that case what I will do, I will just raise one exception called as value error. Alright, and the message would be insufficient balance. Insufficient funds in, let's say, sender account. Alright. Next one, what I will do, check if receiver account exists. Okay. So what I will do, if not receiver underscore account. So I'm writing the if condition as the negation. So if not receiver account, if this is the condition, what I will do, again I will be raising one error called as value error, and message would be receiver account does not exist. Okay. After that, I have covered both the scenarios. Let me type one more thing. Transfer. So what I will do, transfer funds from sender account to receiver account. Okay. If both the conditions are not the valid, all right, so I will be doing the fund transfer. So in that, what I will do, sender underscore account dot balance minus equals to amount. So minus equals to what means is that if you will do, there is a one annotation or symbol in the Python, you can say plus equals to. So that means we are adding something in that one. So we are doing negotiation of this amount from the sender account, and receiver account dot balance plus equals to amount. So what I'm doing, I'm just subtracting the amount from the sender and adding it to the receiver's account. All right. If these are not the cases, then we have to handle the exception. So let me put the except block and say value error as E, and I will print message would be error occurred during transfer. Okay, and let me put that error message so we can get the clear understanding. Okay, so it should be like this. All right, I need to handle one more except condition here, exception as E. If these are not the cases and we are getting a different exception, so in that case what I will do, just typing the print and let me call unexpected. It could be the network failure or whatever, right? And put E. Now what I will do, this up to this one it's clear. I hope you are doing hands-on with me. Okay, so what I will do now, I will be creating the sender and receiver accounts. Okay, let me create sender and receiver accounts. All right, so sender underscore account equals to account. I'm creating the object of this account class and I'm giving the account number as 12345. Okay, and amount is initially 1000. Similar to sender, let me create here receiver underscore account equals to account and number is 6789. Okay, and amount is 500. Okay, it says account is not defined. All right, so up to this is clear. Now if you want to transfer funds, the funds, what you have to do, just call this transfer funds method, this method. You have to call this transfer underscore funds method and pass sender underscore account. Okay, sender underscore account. After that, receiver underscore account and how much amount you want to transfer. So we are sending from sender to receiver. Sender account balance is 1000. So let me say 2000 I want to transfer. Okay, and let me print the message as account balance after transfer. Okay, let me call print sender underscore account and receiver underscore account. It says transfer under. All right, so now we have to call this function, the method transfer underscore fund, by providing the attribute sender underscore account, receiver underscore account, and how much you want to transfer. Let's say 200. Let me save this one. Okay, so in this example I have defined account class that has an account underscore number and balance attribute. So you can see this class has two attributes, account underscore number and balance, as well as underscore underscore str. Okay, this method that returns a string representation of the object. Then we have to create two account objects for the sender and receiver account. So here you can see I have created two objects for this account class as a sender account and as a receiver account. After that I will print the initial account balance and then call the transfer underscore funds method. Okay, so I want to transfer 200. So you can see here this sender account balance is 1000 and receiver account balance is 5000. Okay, so if I will transfer 200, then sender's account balance should be 800 and receiver account balance would be 700. Okay, so you can see here is account number 12345. This account number 12345, it's deducted by 200, so remaining balance is 800 and the receiver account is got deposited 200, so final balance is 700. Okay, now instead of 200, let me do it's a 1200. Okay, so now you can see sender account is having 1000 balance, but I want to transfer 1200. All right, let me rerun this one. I think I didn't save it. Let me rerun. Okay, you can see here error occurred during transfer because this account does not have the sufficient balance to transfer from the sender account to receiver account. Alright, so this was the scenario where we can raise the exception. So likewise you can see here, if sender account dot balance less than the amount, directly I'm raising the value error exception here and the message as insufficient fund in the sender account. Alright, so this was the one example where you can do a hands-on to understand more practically how you can handle the exceptions. Alright, thank you so much guys for watching.